Earl, what was the worst kind of party for you to be invited to?
Any kind of color-themed party, like must wear white or must dress to impress or must be...
Because you only wear black is why.
Yeah. So you never go out and get... Like, if they said it was a wedding and everybody has to wear a tux, you wouldn't do it.
I remember when my sister got married, they had to actually sit me down, my sister and my brother... Now, brother-in-law, and they went, we want you to be in the wedding party, but there's this thing where we're going to wear white tuxedos and lime green ties. He's like, is that okay with you? And I'm like, it's your wedding. I'm just honored to be here. And they thought I thought I was going to freak out.
Why would Earl? No one ever tells the story where they're the nice guy.
No,
that's not.
I was actually really
story.
chill about it.
Yeah,
loved having.
I was a good dude. Even though I was uncomfortable, I wanted my sister to have a great day. Let me tell you a wedding story about the guy you're sitting next to, Earl Douglas. Eddie Trunk, who does a show that comes on later, I don't know, tonight or something. I don't know where everybody's at in this channel anymore. So he invited Earl to his wedding, and Earl wrote back yes, and they gave a +2. And his idea was to bring a couple with him.
Look,
who was the
never
couple?
Heard of that.
Look, it was a dumb.
We
move.
understand it was a mistake. That's why we bring it up and we laugh about it. Who was the couple?
It was I forgot her name. She worked in sales. Who loved Eddie.
She couldn't even remember. Like, these people were so important to him at that time that he would ruin someone's wedding, but he can't even remember their name.
Here's the funny thing: who's more wrong, Earl or the couple who didn't get invited and saying, Earl, put us on your thing as a +2? I mean, they seem... Do I know this salesperson, Earl?
I don't think you know her.
Good.
Nadine. That was
because... What was it?
Nadine. She was in sales.
Nadine's a terrible person, and I guess her husband is just a guy who likes the free drink and free food.
That's a really good point. Yeah, she used Earl for this, and Earl let himself be used.
But here's the thing. It's on him. The invitation goes to you, and you're responsible for your party. And your party, if you are given one, is a +1. Now, the only circumstance is like if you have a full family, and that still has to be made clear to you. So many people are like, your kids aren't invited. We're not paying for a plate for your kids.
People get mad about that, too. But let's go back to the actual thing. He brought a couple with him. Now, if this was the movie, let's say this was Forrest Gump, and he got manipulated by these two salespeople, would you blame Forrest Gump? Or would you blame the bad people who used him to get into the trunk party?
I'm still blaming Earl because Forrest Gump wasn't. He knew better than to even do a +2. I mean, he was a NAM.
I don't think so. Because he was forced to have that kid. He didn't even know about it.
Oh, that's true.
Somebody said this before. Imagine if you changed the sexes in Forrest Gump and the girl was special needs and Forrest just came back and fucking put a baby in her. You know what I mean? God. People would have rioted about that movie. But nobody feels anything for the Earl Douglas of the world, the naive, perhaps even stupid, ignorant person who doesn't know the way a world works.
We should produce that movie and show people.
We don't have the rights to that.
Everyone would get it. I'm positive. They'd be like, and then they'll make them think about Forrest Gump. It's a movie to make people think about another movie.
Earl, did all three of you not go to the wedding? Because I know Eddie kicked up a storm before the wedding.
I did not go.
And they didn't either, right?
No.
So we didn't go. Would have been just a way to make me not sit here and just pick him. Because it was set up on the, Eddie told the story on the air, and then every other show did long breaks on it, calling Earl in. Earl was going fucking crazy, snapping, yelling shit.
And how did you make him aware? Did you just write in two people's names? Is that how he
+2.
came? Yeah.
He put +2, Earl and +2. He was even called +2 for a while. Earl, do you know that there's like a documentary about you on YouTube?
I had no idea. Just someone made it.
Yeah.
They clearly made it
It's
without my permission.
It's 6 hours long. And from what I understand, a lot of it is just Earl's meltdowns on different shows.
I'm a talking head on it.
Are you really? Oh.
That'd be great.
Somebody told me that there's a thing where Earl is throwing fucking equipment on O&A's show like a crazy person.
Oh, man, I'd love to see it.
I smashed a
I have
phone
seen
in a
him
mic.
do that.
You smashed a phone in a mic?
Yeah.
What made you do that?
I don't even remember what the context was. I just remember walking into Jeremy Coleman, who was the PD's office. I just threw my credit card. I was like, I'll pay for it. I don't care. I was just so mad that it was the second.
Did he take the credit card?
He just stared at me. I was like, what are you talking about?
Holy shit.
No context
Holy
for what
shit.
he just did.
And I just say, hey, I just.
He wasn't listening to the show. Does that dawn on you as a person who's in the communication business that you threw a credit card at somebody when they had no idea what you meant?
Like he just thought I was crazy for throwing my card out for paying for equipment that I broke.
Dude, you are crazy for a bunch of other reasons.
People are telling me there's a 6-hour documentary about Earl, and it's all meltdowns. Maybe this will be part of it today. I'm sure the +2 is on there. Look at Earl is like, they did this without my permission. Would you go back and do voiceover and say,
Yeah.
this is why I went crazy that day?
Do like a director's comment? Well, not a director's comment.
No, you
audio
just
comment.
You're the director.
He
Yeah,
just told you what you'd be. He just told you.
God damn it.
And then he's like this. Would I do it from my house or would I have to go into a studio?
God.
He asked
Earl,
for a
you-
+2 on his commissary.
Yeah. This is a couple I just met. They'd like to get some of the free food and booze here. Was Trunk happy when you decided not to go?
I think he was very relieved that I wasn't going.
Can I ask
he
you
had been-
this?
Yeah.
Was the +2 couple someone that knew them and then weren't invited and they thought
Exactly.
that, yeah, that's messed up, actually.
Because he, like Earl was saying, the sales girl loved Eddie. Well, you didn't get invited. And I have
Yeah.
friends that haven't invited me to weddings, and it's like a blessing. You know what I mean? When I find out
It's a
I'm
gift.
not invited, it's the greatest gift I've ever had.
It was the whole thing was just awkward.
Did you feel pressured by her?
Yeah,
Um,
he did.
I mean, I fucking love Eddie, and I wanted to go to the wedding. And I was honored that
Did
he
you
asked me.
feel pressured by one of your +2s? Did she say, Earl, I want to go. Will you bring me and my husband, please? I was dying to get invited and I didn't. Was this her doing?
This was not her doing. This was
I-
initiated by me.
You didn't initiate and ask them.
Well,
both
not
if they
initiate,
wanted
but I was
to
like,
go with
I-
it.
don't even
I
remember
pressed-
the
Sense.
name?
I pressed.
Here's
it.
the thing. If she said, Earl, I love Eddie Trunk. Could I be your date? Eddie would have no fucking problem.
Right.
That Earl brought a date that he wasn't having sex with. That wouldn't have been the thing. They were going, we don't have odd numbered fucking tables. You know what I mean?
Yes, this is 100% correct. But but I wasn't thinking that way. This again, it was very
You
dumb. on my
weren't
part.
thinking it. You don't understand the way humans act. I get it. That should be one of the things that should be in that documentary where they make a statement. Don't judge him. Feel sorry for him. You know?
Yeah.
There are homeless people who understand how society works better than this gentleman.
It's wild
I wish the bringing my kind of Rick Barry fucking story and trying to explain it back to me Could have been part of the documentary. All right, Johnny wants to get in on this. And then we got to do Underdog. Hey, Yanni!
Yeah.
That was some of the best radio. So I just looked it up. It is, by the way, the Earl Douglas story. It's entitled "Incompetence and Deceit," and it's broken up into parts. Part 1 is Peas Hold. Part 2 is XM Radio. Part 3 is The Red Menace. Part 4 is Lily. Part 5 is Earl the Producer. Part 6 is The Downfall of the Fainting Goat. Then there's an interlude. And then Part 7 is Earl's third radio life. It is Incompetence and Deceit, the Earl Douglas story. A Ron and Fez documentary is what it's titled.
All right. Then,
and I just found out what I'm going to do for 6 hours.
Johnny, we just heard that you were got a nice room for Joni with an eye.
Ooh.
I did, absolutely.
That's so nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I got her a nice rate.
Making a move.
New York City.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Big man.
Don't have to carry her into the hotel. Don't have to carry her into the hotel.
Oh,
Johnny,
that was
come
the
on,
sweetest.
Jesus. This is not the right timing
But if
to
I have
act
to.
like you were. And then, you know, Johnny came at me last night with the person who puked on the next floor,
Oh,
Tracy. And he's like, poor Tracy, but what he's trying to do is show me that Tracy threw up on the
That's all it
basketball.
was.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
And what did he have replaced? Was it a kidney?
Kidney.
You're just saying
He's
kidney
cut out
back
to say
at
that
me.
it was-
But
Yeah,
you
I don't
know.
think he
poisoning.
knows.
Well,
This is
I'm
not
sure
gonna
it's
keep his
also,
doctor.
yeah, I'm sure his gut health is not the best. Yeah.
Ron,
gotta
you
get
were
the pop.
100% correct. Kidney.
Yeah. Poor Tracy.
Oh, Chris was very
And
excited
people
to
are
tell you you were
writing
right.
stuff like, I bet he tries to sue the Knicks now.
Come on.
He was hit by a bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
A
Did
Walmart,
happen.
a big Walmart truck.
Get off his dick.
Why bring up his dick, Chris?
I mean, like,
He's
get off.
talking
Stop
about-
harassing him as a person.
What's wrong with saying that?
Oh. Guess that's a really good point.
Earl, I know it says it's a Ron and Fez production, but I can guarantee you neither me or Fez's estate have anything to do with this production. Johnny, after you watch the 6 hours, for me, this is like finding Jim Morrison alive in Syracuse. Why am I going to watch it?
I've been thinking
Actually, I
about
went to
it.
look for it. It's not streaming yet.
Oh, come on.
It's not up yet. I know it's supposed to be an Apple, right? Apple.
I went to Apple
Yeah,
and they
Apple,
said it's not available yet.
Chris, what's the release date on this?
I'm on
Because-
this.
Are
Just tell
you?
me.
It's going to the
They
same place
said
as
in the
the
article
Soho
that it was
Grand.
out for like a month and a half.
Well, it's not on Apple now. It's called something in the end.
Is before the end, searching for Jim Morrison. And according to my research, it says it was out January 13th, 2025. So
All
something
right, so
stinks
it's
in
been going.
Denmark.
Why is it just getting pressed now? I think it's gone already.
Because people don't watch anything. It's crazy. They're making content for 0 eyeballs. It's all bots.
4.3 thousand people have watched the Earl Douglas story, according to YouTube.
All right, let me just bring this up. That the thing that came out about Earl is the girl that said that she did not even want to go, and Earl only invited them because he wanted a ride. And
Oh no.
Oh, I'm disgusted.
he didn't want to
Now
drive
we're
into
switching.
Jersey with no license.